Hey guys, the X9 Green here. I'm going to make another video. This could probably definitely help some people out. There's actually some videos kind of about this on there, but I don't have the vehicle here today because it was my one of my really good friends' vehicle. We worked on it and then he took it back. But his vehicle is a 2016 Ford Explorer with a 3.5 Ecoboost, and it had 136,000 miles on it. And what happened if he was accelerating like anything past like half acceleration, or pushing the pedal halfway down, it was kind of putting him into a limp mode. But it wasn't like the really low limp mode where you can only go like 10 miles an hour. It still kind of lets you drive, but the power was really low and you couldn't get over like 50-60 miles an hour. So, and typically every time you try to get on an interstate, on an on-ramp, you got to get going, it would do that. So he brought up here, we read the code. The code is right here. It was the P0305 misfire. So he was having a misfire, and he didn't have too much records on about the vehicle, and so I knew that having an Ecoboost myself, that the spark plugs should be getting replaced around 60,000 miles, and he had 136. So I told them, let's start there and check all the plugs and replace the plugs. And also I know the boots sometimes get some arcing or some bypass on them, so we checked all those out. Anyway, and on that code, the 5 at the end is talking about the 5th cylinder, which if we were looking in the car, that engine is mounted sideways in there. And so if you're looking in the car, the cylinders are like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the very first thing I did was pull the number 5 just to check it out. And all these plugs looked pretty much exactly the same. They definitely weren't too bad. The gap on all of them compared to what I guess Ford wants you to do now, which is the 0.0. I called the guy at Ford and he gave him the VIN. He said 0.035. Then a whole bunch of other videos said to do it a little bit smaller. Some of them said 0.030 to 0.33. I know Ford Tech Make You Loco, if you had the 3.5 in the F-150, he was saying to do it at 0.028. But this motor is an Explorer, so I don't know if it's tuned different. But anyway, all the plugs looked exactly the same, which was good. They looked consistent. But when I was getting this out, I looked and I found, so right there, that's a crack. That's a crack in the porcelain. And it doesn't show any signs of it, of the electricity arcing past or the boot getting messed up or anything like that. But that's the only plug out of all of the cylinders that had a crack in the porcelain. Like I said, all the plugs look the same. Here's the number 1, for example. Some of them, the white porcelain was a teeny bit tanner, but very close. I didn't see any discrepancies. And just in case, because I thought maybe the coil was going out, when I did put the coils back in, I put the 5 and the 6 and the 6 and the 5. So if the code popped up, I could see it again. And that never happened. So after we did this, we put the brand new plugs in each one, gapped them a little closer, took it out, because I test drove this before I worked on it, and then we test drove it after, and it was flying. It was tearing. So, and then he's had it for a couple days, so he's probably put 100 or so miles on it, and he says it's running perfect. So really easy fix. It was just the plugs, and all the boots on the end of the coil actually looked like brand new to me, so we didn't touch those, but Ford did kind of recommend to change those. But anyway, hope that helps some of you guys out. Have a good one. Bye.